Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that one will bounce. It's out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady now on first down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 67 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Eagles 0.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Wentz to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 47 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
At the 43-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Going up top for Miller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
We live for this.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30.
Yeah, it's on.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 83 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
On second down, here's Brady. And that is incomplete here. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Bucs 40.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Buccaneers 14, Eagles 13.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Number 88.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Conversion.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And this is incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. Look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And they will force him out of bounds well shy of the goal line. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
At the 26-yard line.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
No gain on the play.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Chris Godwin. Sets up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Jones. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much.
Davion Taylor on the stop. A gain of 2. Makes it 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Going up top for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT. INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but it'll be second down. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Eagle first down.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Eagles ball carrier. He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A gain of 5.
They go again with Scott.
At the Buccaneers, 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott. 26 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the... Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
3rd down.
The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. On play action, now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Shotgun now for Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
20.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It got his man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Buccaneers, 48.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield.
You know they pay me
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, 79 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Brady now on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to throw, Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Chris Godwin.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he's got as Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slant. Joker.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Wentz to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 67 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 45, Buccaneers 31. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing, bro.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Make a play ball, baby. Make a play ball.
Tonight's final score,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.
Again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can Super Gus competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. This that splash, this that drill. Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.